New week, new day, newer highs, and let me tell you, this is becoming a new normal for our markets. The template remains the same, that buy on dips. And today, if you see, the rally was broad-based. Nifty is closing with gains of 73 points, Sensex up almost 274 points, and Bank Nifty also participated. In fact, Bank Nifty will be closing above the mark of 27, which is a positive takeaway. Let's just see the broader market. So, Nifty Mid-Cap Free Float Index registering gains of almost 1%. Let's not forget the broader markets have been under pressure in the last few days, so they've bounced back today. The Nifty Small Cap Index up almost 68 points, and the BSE Mid Cap Index also registering strong gains in today's trade. Let's look at Sensex constituents and see which were the stocks which contributed to the gains today. Let me start off with the list of gainers. TCS, the heavyweight, up almost 5%. Reliance Industries reacting positively to its numbers. Brokerages giving a thumbs up. ONGC, after the deal announced that they will be picking up government stake in HPCL, once again brokerages gave a thumbs up to this one too. Axis Bank reacted positively to its numbers. Yes Bank, L&T were a couple of other stocks which did well. Let me just highlight the heavyweights. Infy also closing the day in green alongside HDFC Bank, which was up just about 0.6%. On the losing side, your top loser on Sensex was Tata Motors DVR, and your heavyweight HDFC was down almost 2%. Wipro was the other stock which was under pressure. And remember, Asian Paints will be coming out with its earnings ahead of that. That counter is closing the day with some cuts. And State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, the other heavyweight is ITC in the pack, which have closed the day in the red.
Well, Navneet, if you look at the mid-cap space, picture remains quite positive. Alembic is one stock that I would like to highlight. The stock moved up over last 15 minutes of trade. So I think it's the most significant gainer in last hour of trade today. Sobha, another stock that Neeraj has been tracking. If you look at it, it's ending the day with gains of almost 12%. Yet another excellent day for this stock. Shemaru has come back after correcting last week a bit. Stock went up today by around 10.5%. That's the level we see right now. HOEC was another key gainer, and it has benefited by the numbers. With it speak to the management, stock is ending the day with gains of almost 9%. Jubilant Food is yet another key gainer on the back of strong quarterly numbers. That stock is also up by almost 8.5%, closing above 2250 quite comfortably. Chemical stocks were also doing well. So Megmoney Organic would be a significant gainer from this space. What has not done well today is Gruha Finance. All the numbers were good, but valuation concerned, and stock is off 15% or so, going to end the day very, very close to the day's lowest level. Sugar is also not doing well. In global commodity prices over last 2 weeks or so, sugar prices have corrected quite a bit from $15.5 per ounce to it's now down to almost 13.5, and that is also reflecting in stock prices. In fact, the outlook also remains bullish for sugar output, which means prices may decline further, and probably that's why all these stocks are under pressure today, Neeraj.
Yeah, you were marking this in the morning as well, I remember, and the stocks continue to fall in today's trade in the afternoon too. So this is the picture at close. I want to bring up the BSE mid-cap or the NSE mid-cap, BSE mid-cap, BSE small-cap indices too, just once, and just show you what's happened at the broader end of the spectrum too. The Nifty Bank is up 0.5%, so that's okay. But the mid-caps and the small-caps today have actually participated. This is unlike what happened in a larger duration of last week, where in 2 or 3 days we had the large caps participating and mid caps cracking. Today's been a rather good day for the mid caps as well. And if you bring up the volumes and then the contributors list, you will see a distinct move towards the heavyweights which have participated, and a decent volume day as well. 36,000 odd crores, so at par with what we've been doing. We had an odd 41,000 crore day as well once last week, but that was maybe an aberration. By and large, the going is good. And look at the contributors list. You will see two heavyweights, Reliance and TCS, really accounting for the bulk of the heavy lifting that they have done. The two largest caps in India have participated today, and on a day like that, you can't really have the markets not doing well. So really good going. HDFC has come off. ICICI Bank ever so marginally down in trade. SBI down marginally in trade. Financials probably not the best of days, haven't really cracked. Keep in mind, Nifty Bank is still about 0.5% higher. So by and large, financials too have contributed. Just that one or two of these heavyweights haven't really done quite well, and the others, like Axis Bank post results, up about 9% in the session. So even Stevens, you would say in terms of the green versus the red, but just that heavyweights like TCS and Reliance participating and pulling in the index higher. ONGC, by the way, I shouldn't forget, up about 3.5% too, and Larsen and Toubro up about a couple of percentage points. So IT, Reliance, certain stocks like L&T and ONGC participating. Pretty decent day of trade you would have to admit in the session.